Remember back in session 2 when BigRed was first allowing himself to be caught? I'd sometimes hold his mane, like this, to remind him to stay, and he responded well. I came back for session 5 after 3 days layoff, and when I reminded him to stay, he panicked and pulled away from me. We were all the way back to where we started. He didn't want me anywhere near him. I had to put a cookie in the feed pan just to get him to come near me. I worked with him a while and got him taking the cookie from my hand.
Good boy.
But he wasn't about to let me catch him. So if we go back to our comfort zone circles, we'll have to move catching and haltering back out to the red zone. This is not unusual or even unexpected. Training, especially retraining of an older horse that's had some bad experiences, is often a back and forth process. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I think this is partly because of the way the horse processes the training, but also because most of us are not perfect trainers. We make little mistakes that hold up the training. When we accidentally push too hard or create confusion, the horse is usually quite willing to forgive and let us start over. No horse is perfect either. Well, except maybe your horse. We both need to chill out, stop when something doesn't go right, and just calmly start over. Just like at the beginning, I don't want this to go on too long. He's learning he can play me to get the cookie and still avoid getting caught. Not a good lesson to teach. If you try teaching a lesson 3 times and see no improvement, it's up to you to take a step back and think about how you can teach the lesson more effectively. Ask for less. Break it down into smaller pieces. Reward any try in the right direction. Think of more creative ways to explain. Make noncompliance more difficult. In this case, since it's more noncompliance than fear, I opted to make it more difficult for BigRed to refuse to be caught. I recruited an assistant, and we created a smaller enclosure within the round pen. It was easy to get BigRed into the smaller pen. Even in this small pen, he doesn't want to be haltered. But here I can be a little more direct. No, you can't turn your butt toward me. Let me halter you. Good, thank you. Once caught, he's not really afraid.
Yep. He doesn't know you.
So we lead a little.
Slightly upset when you left.
And then go out for a walkabout.
Boy. Good boy. Come here, hand. It's okay.
When I ask to halter him again, he retreats to the small pen, but allows me to halter him there with little drama. We work a little longer.
Good boy. Good boy. Super duper.
And by the end of the session, he's coming to me to be haltered. And that's how we can expect it to go. He may backslide at the beginning of a session, but each time he's likely to come back a little faster. And eventually, we won't see the avoidance behavior at all. A young horse, a blank slate, who hasn't had any negative experiences, would respond much faster to this training and probably wouldn't backslide. BigRed is telling us he can change, but he has some emotional demons from the past, and we can expect him to take a little longer than an untrained 2-year-old.